Hi, everybody. I'm Cherokee Ballard. I'm the Public Relations Manager for Oklahoma Natural Gas, and we are here to talk about April Safe Digging Month. It's a national effort, and we're so excited to be part of this event once again this year.
And thank you so much for joining us, Cherokee. My name is MG Govia. I'm the Education and Outreach Liaison for ONG 811. And National Safe Digging Month is something that Oklahoma Natural Gas, as well as all of our member companies in the state, care a lot about. And we want to promote what is important about National Safe Digging Month this month. So, Cherokee, let's have a conversation about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So, April comes around every year. We know this is the big push for this month, and really it's year round. But this is when we really get people's attention. And I think something that I've been thinking a lot lately about is the fact that we had some pretty rough winter months. I mean, from the ice storm in October, right? And then February was snow, Mageddon. And a lot of people have been concerned about the status of their trees, their shrubs, their bushes. Some of my neighbors have even said, did you lose anything? And I haven't done a full assessment, but I'm sure there are shrubs and trees, and like my crepe myrtles don't look good. And so that's something I think that's really top of mind for so many people in Oklahoma. Don't you think that a lot of people are thinking, oh, I've got to replace this, and that means digging?
Right, exactly. And with the temperatures warming back up, I mean, March, we were talking about this a moment ago, we've seen a huge increase in tickets. It's warmed up. These people are ready to get their yards back in order and be back where we were before all the storms and before all the winter. So they're doing that digging.
Yes, they are. And that's going to potentially, create some issues for ONG 811, because I think what you shared with me is that the number of locate tickets has gone through the roof. Let's talk a little bit about that and why that is still really important to make that phone call.
Yeah, definitely. We are proud that people are using our service. We want to be that service for the state. If digging is going to take place, contact us. In March of last year, we had just shy of 90,000 tickets. This year in March, we did over 110,000 tickets. So quite an increase, and we're excited to see that people know the message and what they're supposed to do. But one thing that did occur during the pandemic is we had to do a freeze just like everybody else, and we don't want anybody to suffer any hold times or anything like that. So we made it really easy to use our website, to use our app, to put in those locate requests. So as we bolster up our employee staff again, in the meantime, if you're frustrated with hold times, just go to our website. For a homeowner, it's super easy. If you're in an incorporated area and we can find your address, you're practically done. All you do is tell us who you are, when you're digging, put in your address, and a ticket's made for you. So that
is so nice. That is so nice. I think because people probably think, number one, a lot of people think, I'm just putting in a new shrub, or I'm just planting a little tree. I don't need to do this. Everybody needs to. That simple call, 811, is so simple. But the fact that you've made it even easier, so you don't have to call, you just go online, and if you put in your address, this is brand new, and what a great service for people. And I'm so glad we're able to talk about this, because that's something I wasn't aware of. And I think a lot of folks are probably going to think, okay, now that's easier. I don't have to talk to somebody or be on hold.
Right, exactly. You don't need to be on hold. Homeowners put in a locate request once every 3 to 5 years. So we understand that the infrequency makes it where we need to make it efficient. And so if you know your address, you're golden. Just let us know when you're
fantastic.
Digging, and just make sure that call or that submission for that locate request is done at least 3 business days before the work is going to be done. I'm not going to go into the legalese, but if you do 3 business days, you're golden.
Absolutely. And one thing I think that folks don't realize is that we have a quiz going for Oklahoma Natural Gas customers, anybody that is potentially a natural gas customer. And it's we have a website. It's called beadighero.com. And we're posting on social. We're doing all kinds of promotion around this. So if you go and take the quiz, you will automatically be entered to win a $100 gift card. And that's either to like a Walmart or a Home Depot or something, where you can go and buy that new shrub to replace the one that died from the winter storm, or a new tree or whatever. Right. And so we're really encouraging people to take our quiz and enter yourself to win that $100. So I think that's a fun part of it, but it is a serious subject, obviously, because if you do by chance nick a line or something happens with your excavator, then you're really putting yourself and potentially your neighborhood in danger of losing anything from electric to natural gas to whatever service if you don't call and have your lines marked. And I think that because it's so easy now, people should realize, hey, there's no excuse for me not to. It won't cost me any time and it doesn't cost any money. It's free.
Right.
And so that's a great service. One thing I did want to talk about was the tolerance zone. And I think people don't really understand what that means. When you say, well, steer clear of the tolerance zone. So do you want to explain that for folks? I mean, I kind of have a good understanding of it, but you probably know a little bit more because you hear about it more than I do.
Right, exactly. You and I both have the responsibility of explaining this stuff. And I think one way to explain the tolerance zone is it's twofold. It starts off as the leeway that the locators are given when they're putting down paint and flags to mark that gas line or that water line or that electric line. You should be able to find that facility, that underground facility, within 2 feet either side of that marking as you dig down. And then once you do find that facility, then there's a tolerance zone of where no heavy equipment should be used. And then the heavy equipment should not be used within 2 feet of the outer edge of that facility. So if the facility is a foot pipe, then now that path is 5 feet that no heavy equipment should be used within. So anytime work is going to be done around those markings, hand digging should be used to find and locate that underground facility. I always say you're looking for the 3 Ds, and that's the depth of the facility, the direction that it's running, and then the distance that it's running for your project. If it's running all 10 feet along what you're working on, then you need to know where it is throughout the entire project. So once you find it, you expose, you protect it, and support it throughout the project. So hopefully on our homeowner side, you're not having to deal with bringing in a whole bunch of excavating equipment and stuff, but on the professional side, definitely be mindful of that, because we're not just trying to protect the underground facilities. That it's important. We want to keep those services there. We want your neighbors to have internet to work from home. We want them to be able to take showers and all those things. But we're also very, very concerned about the safety of the excavators working, and we want to make sure that they come back to work tomorrow.
Absolutely. And one thing that I found out recently was that in Oklahoma, 24% of the damages due to excavation, really because they didn't make that phone call. And so now it's so much easier because of what you all have done with the ease of the online creating a ticket, that I'm just really hopeful that this month, we'll get a lot of folks' attention to this, because like I said earlier, it is year round, right? It's important to do it no matter what month of the year, but April being the national large push for this, I think that it's great that OK 811 has made it so much more efficient and easy for people. So
absolutely,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, on a national level, every 9 minutes, according to Common Ground Alliance, which is an industry alliance of damage prevention, every 9 minutes, damage occurs. That the whole reason that it occurred is because no call was made in the first place. Just making that phone call or going on our website or using the app, that's going to mitigate that risk that you're taking. So do that. It gives us at least a chance not to dig blind.
Right, exactly. Tell me what OK 811 is doing. This is obviously the kickoff of this month. So what else can we expect from OK 811 this month?
If you guys found this video somehow, be sure to follow us on all of our social media. Do all those things, because we're going to be having contests throughout this month. Also, we are promoting our 811 certification. It's an online training tool. It takes about an hour and a half at most. Once you go and get that certification, if you knock that out in the month of April, you're going to be entered into a drawing for one of 3 $100 gift cards to Amazon. So 3 winners of a $100 gift card. So just go knock out that training. To find that, it's just ok811.training, or you'll see it throughout of our websites and social media as well.
That's great. That is great. Yeah. One thing that I was thinking of earlier is the fact that, yes, today's the big kickoff day, but this goes all month. And then in the middle, the 3rd week, we've got Arbor Day and we've got Earth Day. Maybe it's Earth Day and then Arbor Day. But we've got these 2 big events really pretty much promoting, do something to better the atmosphere, and do something to pretty up your yard, and do something to, make you feel good because you got out and dug a hole. But again, those big pushes that we're going to do throughout this month will continue to say, hey, yes, even though you think it's just a shrub or a small tree or just a little rose bush, you still need to call, because, I don't think most folks really realize how many utility lines are underground, and they don't really realize, oh, wow, that's probably at my back fence, or it's running from my back fence to my front yard. I found out this past year that the sewer line was running from my neighbor's house, from my backyard to my front yard. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, you just don't know what's underground. And I think that that's the whole reason this is so important to remind people.
Yeah, absolutely. And April also brings on other things, right? April showers. So that means we're going into storm season. There's always an uptick in people realizing that, hey, maybe that storm shelter, now's the time to do it, stuff like that. And so for our property owners, those who are homeowners, just a reminder, when you're having work done for you, make sure that contractor who's ever actually putting a shovel in the ground, they're the ones contacting OK 811, because they're taking on the responsibility to prevent damage. So, so if a storm shelter crew or landscaping crew or anybody who's doing work for you asks you to put in the locate request, politely remind them that the law states that they're responsible.
They do it.
For that location. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think one thing we've experienced in the past year, certainly surviving the work from home and the pandemic, and your atmosphere and what you're seeing, you're constantly noticing, oh, this would be a good place for a cypress tree, or this would be a great place to put that big, brand new redbud tree. So I think that a lot of folks, this is going to be a really busy time, because I see it in my neighborhood. I don't know if you've experienced that, but I see it all the time with not necessarily just brand new homes, but new landscaping and new prettying up the neighborhood. And I think it's just something that's really important for folks to sit back and say, okay, this is an easy thing for me to do. Call OK 811 and or go online, which is what we really prefer, right?
Yeah, let's do that. It's, in my opinion, it's a whole lot easier that way, but we're always there. If technology or the website intimidates you, feel free to give us a call. I'm not saying don't call us. I promise you that. But if the website's accessible to you, please go and use that. You'll be thankful that you did. After 6 p.m. in the evening, you can knock it out. It's available 24/7, and it's pretty straightforward and easy to use.
Right. You'll be thankful, and your neighbors will not be unhappy with you, and all will be good with the world.
Right, exactly. I wouldn't want to be the reason that my neighbor couldn't work from home and that on that opportunity. I know that with the ice storms, I lost a tree in my front yard. A big, huge Bradford pear tree. It's gone.
Right.
So yay, no more Bradford pear tree. But boo, I need to replace that. So I'm even gearing up to go online and put in a locate request for my property. So even the guy who works for OK 811 understands.
You're following the rules. That's good.
Exactly,
No, that's good. Yeah, and I think that the theme of our website that we have, Be a Dig Hero, is pretty appropriate, because if you do that, then you can still make your yard look great. You can replace the tree that you lost, the shrub that you lost, whatever it is that the winter weather, wreaked havoc in your yard. You can still do all that, and everybody's happy.
Exactly.
And you can replace and dig, but don't do it before you go online and register and or call. So I think it's wonderful that you all made it so much easier for folks who don't want to pick up that phone. So
and I'm just thankful for not only Oklahoma Natural Gas, but all of our member companies who understand the importance of it. Yes, we get to get a little bit more airtime and be a little bit more on social media and with this promotion in April, but all of our member companies and our partnership is promoting safety year round and being able to do what's right. Like you said, be a dig hero. How awesome is that?
Of course. And safety is our number one priority at Oklahoma Natural Gas. Always has been, always will be. And so this really helps us promote that, because while many times if someone digs and they hit a line, It may not be a huge issue, but it can be. It can, it can cause an issue, and it can cause outages, and it can cause, potentially could be dangerous. So we definitely are pushing the safety part of this and want people to know this is that important. So I'm very thrilled that we're able to partner with Okie 811 every time we want to promote this, and it's just we really appreciate the work that you do, for sure, because it's a great organization, and it's free. I don't think people realize.
Exactly. It's totally free.
Yeah.
We want to make it as easy, efficient, and cost effective, and nothing's more cost effective than free for this service. So reach out to us before you do any digging, whether it's in April or December, it doesn't matter. Let us know so we can get that locate request out to the utility owners and operators so they can get those lines marked so you can dig safely.
That's right. And be a dig hero. Call Okie 811 or go online and register your next digging project. And we just urge all Oklahomans to do that, because we know that this is the time of year when people start really thinking along those lines. So we're excited to continue to promote this for the entire month of April. Like you said, it's year round, but this is a big time for us to really talk about it. And I'm excited that we're able to share this message with you. So thank you, Uji.
Okie 811 hosts live webinars every other Wednesday at 2 p.m. local time. These webinars cover a wide range of safety topics for both members and excavators. If you attend our live webinar, you will receive a certificate of attendance. And if you aren't able to attend the live webinar, register anyhow to receive a recording of the webinar the following day. To check out our webinar schedule, go to the Education Events page on our website, okie811.org. If you have questions or suggestions for topics for future webinars, please contact us at education@okie811.org.
No problem. I'm so glad. So let's recap the really cool stuff going on. Ready? So Oklahoma Natural Gas, the website. What's the website?
BeADigHero.com.
Go to that if you're our natural gas or Oklahoma Natural Gas customer. Go to there, enter a chance to win a $100 gift card. That's awesome.
Yes, we got on social media. They can go take the quiz, enter their names to win a $100 gift card to either Walmart or Home Depot, and pretty fun quiz. It's nothing you won't be able to answer if you kind of research a little bit about this subject. So we're excited about that.
So do that for a chance to win $100. And you know what? If you win that $100, we're not going to tell over here at Okie 811, right? So come over to our stuff. Go to okie811.training. It's an online course, about an hour and a half. Knock it out. Be entered in the chance of winning a $100 gift card there. If you're that 1 in a million chance winner, you have $200 to knock out those yard projects. So that's awesome for national.
That would be, what a gift. Yes. What a great gift for after the tough year that Oklahomans and many other people have suffered through with the pandemic and the ice storm and then the snowstorm. So yes, do something fun and good for yourself and potentially become a winner and be a dig hero.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cherokee, for joining us and sharing all this great information that y'all are doing. And we're going to have a great April, and I hope everybody's looking forward to all their projects. Just include us so that we can make sure we keep everybody safe.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.